Hello, I'm ND War, and we're back playing Kerbal Space Program after the poor unfortunate death of Jebediah. This is the original rocket, so as you can see, all in its splendour. The only thing I've done is added more struts to try and make sure that this in the middle doesn't break. That seems to be a real big weak point, and I am seriously wondering if I should do this in missions rather than one. We will see if Valentina dies. So Valentina's our backup pilot, and we should just get on with the launch. We've got thrust to maximum, SAS on. Let's see what happens this time. Hopefully nothing. I won't be doing any kind of turning or any kind of what usually kills me stuff until the kickbacks have been released. Which surprisingly is not that high off the surface. Maybe if it was a lot higher. Basically until we get out the kickbacks definitely help with getting us close, so we can kill them outer engines a bit because we're hitting maximum airspeed for this area here. Yep, there we go. Come down again. And a bit more. Kickback should be enough soon. There goes the kickbacks. Back up to full power. At the turn, thank you. And lunges. All the way over now. Gravity is our friend, we shouldn't fight it. Yep, it's destroyed. So there we go, we'll hit space quite easily now. But, you know, we've got no orbit because the periapsis is still really bad. Burst it out. Might use these cylinders, these rockets here to get the boost. Then. That's actually really pretty. Goodbye, my rockets. May the atmosphere never burn you up. So, apoapsis is really increasing. We're not too worried about that. But I am going to point us towards the planet. In a way, I'm fighting, gaining height, trying to increase vertical speed as much as possible. Horizontal speed, sorry, as much as possible. I'm not bothered about gaining vertical speed anymore. I want it as close to the horizon as possible. Find some map view. I will admit my launches are not the most optimal at all. I would make it terrible like mission control this up. So right, so now getting quite close to the apoapsis, and we don't want that. I want that number to keep rising, ideally. Once that starts falling, that means we start losing height. don't mind losing a little bit of height, but mind you, my apoapsis is quite high, so as long as I can keep get the periapsis quite high, I'll be fine. Pop onto the prograde there. So the idea of this mission is to get satellite A, the refueling station, just into an orbit. Not bothered about anything to do with the orbit, just into an orbit. Right, we've hit the prograde, so now we're going to start falling back towards the planet, which is an area of the I don't like. Periapsis is nice and yeah, and it's not. Still on full burn. Now we're going to be struggling against the planet, rather than working with the momentum we've already built up and now fighting against the planet. And the second that hits 70, mission's over. But basically, that's our timer. Unless the periapsis, of course. The big question is, am I gaining enough periapsis to beat the altitude? Hopefully not burn away all of my fuel. Last in 11 minutes. Got no timer on this pad. Back. Lessen this off. Here we go. 60. Should start hitting stable orbit. Okay, come on. Kill the engine. This is our new apoapsis. Where's the mun? Yep, that. Search. That's target. We recovered money. About 8k for each one. Them and that. All this round. I think that's a perfecto mondo. So that's our mission marker, and we've got 5 minutes to get there. Actually, we've got 2 minutes to get there, but it's also a 2-minute burn, so we want to start burning around about the minute mark. Sounds good to me. Ooh. Kill the time war. All pelt ahead. And keep on that mission marker as best as possible. Valentina, you can do it. That was just a quick look at the ship, make sure everything's still working. Got 3 on encounter there. Hopefully afford me plenty of time to slow down. But considering this is just a marker to kind of, you know, estimate where I'm gonna need to be, I can always slow the engines down before then or speed them up. Speed up. Next time I fire this engine, I'm gonna make sure. I believe Pod Jeb's dead. Crashing is the side of the moon. At least I landed on the moon. Kerbal's remains. So quickly quite approaching that, so slow this engine down. There, stop. I did tell the engine to stop. The engine should be switched off. But it's still firing. Ah, look, we've broken again. But this ship design is no good. So, next trick is getting Valentina home safely. Yes, seriously, that's it. That ship design's no good. I need to fire air engines. This work. Hopefully, bring my periapsis all the way down. Otherwise, she's just going to shoot off into space. Ah, there we go. Actually, hitting the on button might work. I would send her to the moon, but I honestly don't think I've got enough fuel then to get her back. But rather than risk it, I'm not gonna. And it looks like this is definitely gonna have to be a 2-rocket mission. Hell, I don't even think I'm gonna get back to Kerbal. Yeah, we're gonna get back to Kerbal. There we go. That'll do. I should land quite close to where I initially started off, actually. We'll eject that. Do an EVA for me. A little bit of science. Log the pressure data. Nope, no science. Can we log the temperature? Nope, no science. We'll open up one of these mystery goos. A little bit of science. Close that back up. Observe the materials bar. Like the tiniest bit of science. But we're going back to the planet, so why not? No landing struts, you know, so that all might get destroyed, which will be fun. But we're heading back home. Valentina doesn't even get to complete an orbit, which is probably I should have let her do for experience sake, but and that's definitely a 2 rocket mission. Can't do that in one. Set that as a target. That's what time warps around, don't we? So, still got quite a ways to go yet. But considering she's my last pilot, can we turn SAS on? Here we go, should start hitting the atmosphere now any second. Hopefully I don't lose another pilot. Not that it matters that much. Makes me feel better. Look at that big goof. They're gonna die. So there's the atmosphere. We're gonna end up in the water again. It would be nice for one of these missions to actually land on land. This bit's always the annoying bit and always makes me want to just go, ah, God, no, I'm gonna burn. And then I overshoot like that did. Ah! No, 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 no. Come on, back on track. In all honesty, I didn't even think about them landing here, so they should do some shots on here as well. Am I through this yet? Am I through the rest of it? Possibly. What's up with you? Stage destroyed. Tactical area, micro landing strut. Oh yeah, cause I didn't put any things on there, did I? My SAS might as well turn off now. As well. Deploy the parachute. And take our water landing. Speed it up till we hit about easily. From there. Oh, let it go. Now this thing, I think's 12, maybe 16 meters per second, and we're at 7. Back the ladder. So, more parachutes on everything. This moment I'm just throwing good money after bad. Kerbali's mission looks like it was destined to fail. How it got so far without breaking apart, like Valentina's rockets, must be down to the physics engine. The only thing I can think of. Right? Over the vessel. Just see how dire my costs are now. We're up to 32 science, which is good. Could definitely do with more science. Parts. What about 2 XP gained? Advanced to level 1. Lovely. Done. But that cost us 70,000 Kerbal cash. And I can't launch another failure rocket. We have to land on the moon. Back into design. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the entire middle section. Do that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. True. Now. Get rid of that strip for now. Get rid of these landing now. The big question is this going to be enough to land me and get me back? I don't think it is. What I am thinking is I don't think it's enough fuel. My concern. However, I don't want to add to the length. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add to the width. Engine. Stick with the Terrier engine. Which no, that's aerodynamic ability. And still on 3. Yeah, that should be enough. So these fuel tanks are literally here just to provide enough fuel to make sure that, you know, I can get my Kerbals home again. Thank you very much. With some there, so we can land back on. Yeah, Kerbal itself. Actually get them placed nicely. That'll do. I take off that tactical. That just looks janky to me when you haven't got both points on it and it looks like I'm cheating like that, so. Although I don't seem to have any qualms about cheating generally. I like it to look cool. Very much. Cat. That seems to be the best I can do. But coming into landing, it's a bit janky, nothing I can do about that. Got a Terrier, got plenty of, well, it looks like we got plenty of fuel, I should say. Take this off, and I'm going to rotate this. Not that way around, that way around. I'm going to mess around with these legs again. Come on. On. There. Reason for that is down a bit. Down to so right click, extend ladder. Ah, what extend? Why would that extend from? Answers on bus car, guys. So that ladder's not extending. There we go. And that should be long enough to get me back in. Lovely. Crack that ladder. And then anyone else notice the problem? Yeah, Semia. Back to 3. A slight redesign, really. I could stick more engines on, but I really don't want to. As long as I've got enough delta to get off the planet. Otherwise we lose Valentina. She's under the moon alone. So that's my big worry. Will 1000 meters per second be enough to get off that planet? I think it should. That planet being the moon. However, I mean, thinking about it, I could dump them. I can destroy. It's a weak gravity planet. What I could do is take some more engines. Yeah. Like so. Right. Get them all to fire at the same time. That gives me roundabout still 1,000. I actually get more thrust just using the one engine. So that's out of the question. Got landing there, we've got nothing to land. So yeah, massive major overhaul really. For you, yeah, that looks good to me. Then back out a bit. Kind of parachute. Just in case, you know, well no, it will get me back to Kerbal and then we can recruit it, hopefully. And then we need coupler. And you for that communitron. Those can live up here. On there actually. Whoa, not 3 of them. Don't need that docking port. I can go off. And we're gonna get rid of that poodle. Engine. Stick a skipper on there. Oi, I didn't grab you. Right. What's this? So all of that will fire, giving us about 4,000 rust. Knock it all off as we go along. Hang on a sec. What's that? Where's that firing there? Fire. Not even there. That one's fired there, doesn't it? They will fire at the same time. And parachute there. Want to. Yeah. They're just fuel tanks. We're not fussed about them. Aerodynamics. Jesus, that's looking scary. But that will fire, then parachutes off and hopefully save that. That will decouple the tanks once it's light enough. That will fire when that detaches. All the engines kick in. Then kickbacks fire. And then they fire, and they fire the parachute. Oh yeah, I don't actually need that. But that's looking good to me. That's the end of this episode. That's the redesign of the, well, on lander now. It's no longer a fuel station, that's a lander. Name it. Save that. Thank you for watching. I've been ND Warp, and we will fire this ship next episode. Goodbye.